Alright, welcome back to another class build in Modern Warfare. Today we're going to be going over one of the most headache inducing and most annoying classes that you could possibly come up with in this game. It is best used in the map Shipment and preferably and recommended to be used with a friend or several party members if you can, because what I'm about to show you is something. If you work as a dang team or an actual part, like just actually group up in a party and then use this class setup, you are going to be the most headache inducing player in this whole freaking game, and I'm going to show you why. So this class setup is going to be named Toxic. As you can see on the top left, it's mostly going to be because you're toxic. You're going to be headache inducing, you're going to be very annoying, and you're also going to actually be using gas, or in this case a gas grenade or tear gas. Now I'll be going over the class setup, how you want to play it, and again, this is primarily used in one map, which is currently you can actually rotate through. It'll be in the playlist, and that is Shipment. It's like the smallest map. I think it's only about like 30-40 meters in each direction from you. It's really small. You guys know what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and get into it. What we want to do is go to the crossbow. Now, a lot of people don't really see the crossbow a whole lot. It's practically useless. It sucks as a marksman rifle. It just has too many weird downsides to each attachment, to where it doesn't really have that kind of range like an actual rifle or anything. So it is really just used for utility unless you are in very close range, which it doesn't really succeed in a whole lot. But this is Shipment we're talking about, so anything can really work in there. And let's go ahead and go over it. So the primary reason of us actually using the crossbow is because of this one attachment right here called the F-Tac Venom 20-inch bolts. And what this is practically a tear gas, like the grenade tactical. It's like that, but it's like a little tip on the end of a bolt, that when you shoot somebody, you have to hit them directly, actually impact their body for it to actually kill them and leave like a big puff of tear gas. Now this isn't as big as the actual tear gas grenade area of effect. It is a little bit smaller, but that's better used for like the actual lanes going down Shipment, and you would be able to use the gas grenade to actually cover up their spawn or wherever they're going to be going at. So that will cover up like a whole corner of their spawn. So that's what we're going to be using here. It is insanely unfortunate because, as you guys know, the the gas grenade will make it to where that when you walk into it, you will walk slower, your guy coughs a lot, and makes it to where you can't aim down sight for a couple seconds. So for a pretty good amount of time, you're going to be vulnerable, and your vision's blurred. So I mean, all in all, it just makes it to where you can't really do a whole lot in terms of actually looking or trying to shoot at somebody. So more or less like a stun grenade, and a really weak flash grenade thrown together. So that is what this is going to be used for this crossbow. Now, for the rest of the attachments you set up, you want to go with sleight of hand. Now, as everybody knows in this game, sleight of hand is a must for the crossbow if you're ever going to be using it, because you only have one shot before needing to reload. There's no bolt or anything like you have on the actual rifles, so that's what you got to use there. And it is insanely slow. So from there, I mean, you kind of just want to speed it up. You don't want to get any of the arms to speed it up, like the 100-pound Quill or XRK Quill or XRK Carbine Elite. That gets rid of your bolt velocity, and you don't want that because you already have bolt velocity taken off due to the Venom. So you won't really have enough bolt velocity to actually hit somebody even in Shipment. It is that slow. But you do, however, want to go with the 28 strand cable, and this will make it to where that your crossbow is not really heavy. It doesn't add any kind of weight. It just gives you more bolt velocity, so you're able to hit people, and that'll bring it up back to the base bolt velocity, or range rather, as you can see down there in the stats. If not, it's a little bit bigger, and it will get rid of more bolt accuracy, but that's okay because that's more or less like when you fire your bolt, your gun will kick up because it does have some type of recoil despite it being a crossbow, and and it doesn't recenter. It kind of like kicks up to the left or something, so you pull it back down. It's like recoil control is what you're looking for, is how you should be reading that. So for the underbarrel, you want to go with the F-tac speed grip, so you can get that sprint to fire speed and ADS speed as fast as you possibly can, so you can get off that shot as fast as possible. From there, you want to also go with a tac laser. This tac laser, oddly enough, is at least for this weapon, helps out in the ADS time way more than any other weapon in the game, and that is definitely needed for a crossbow, because this thing is, again, it's not really good for how it works. And that's kind of what you want to do. You want to make it fast, you want to make it go faster for bolt velocity, but bolt accuracy is going to be heavily hurt though for the recoil. But again, by the time you shoot that bolt, you reload, so it literally does not mean anything to you, and you have sleight of hand. Just get out as many as you possibly can. Secondary, you don't need to worry about it. I just got an RPG so I can shoot into the spawn that's filled with the tear gas. They can't move, so I mean that's practically probably your best secondary they can use, unless you want to use like a handgun or something. That's always an option. Now the perks is where it really comes in play here. So EOD, this is just a filler perk. I just put it in there because everyone uses explosives on shipment. It's really small, so it's like a staple when it comes to this. Restock, so you can get that gas grenade or the tactical gas grenade faster every 25 seconds. And battle hardened, which you will absolutely need for this build, and this will make it to where that all the gas that you throw down or shot people and kind of left it linger in the air will not affect you. It'll make it to where that you still walk slower, but it will make it to where that your vision is not blurred or anything like that. You can actually, most of the effects don't really hurt you at all. Tune up, I just got tune up for the actual specialist perk. This is the only one I'm actually using out of the specialists. If you can get up to 8 kills and get them all, that's great. But tune up, I threw it down here because that can give you an ammunition box faster, which you throw down, you can get an extra tear gas grenade every so often if you want to. That'll make it to where it's a little bit more frequent. But that's really it for the perks there. Lethals, you don't really need to worry about the lethals. I just went with a proximity mine, or you can go with a claymore or anything, just to make it to where it's even more toxic for people to run around trying to get outside the smoke and they'll get blown up or anything like that. Because when you throw down the gas, they can't really see anything, so they won't really be able to see the claymore lasers or anything. So it's really playing into a bunch of mechanics into the game for this class setup. And then the tactical, what you absolutely need for this is the gas grenade. Now this is really good in shipment. It will cover up a whole corner of the map. I kid you not, it will cover up the whole corner. So if the enemy is spawning on one side, you just chuck it, you will literally cover that whole section for a good couple seconds. Now I'm not entirely sure how long it lasts. I believe it's about 8 to 9 seconds, but I could be wrong. But this is really the setup you want to go with. Again, RPG most likely is what you want to go with. This is the fastest rocket launcher, and you can hit people while they are spawning into gas. So this really works out. It's really fun to play. It is the most pain in the butt, headache inducing class you can get, aside from another one which I'll be doing another like follow-up video on too. I don't think I've ever covered that one just yet. And this is incredibly fun to do with an actual party member, like I said, because you guys can both spawn on one side of your guys' spawn, throw tear gases and stuff, cover up their whole spawn or the whole side of the map, walk through it, kill them, shoot RPGs, whatever you want. You will literally have so much freaking kills by the end of the game, so you will be bumped up by a ton. Like, it is insanely good. And that's practically it. I mean, this is the kind of the class setup. I just recommend using it. I'm not going to jump into a game or anything because that's just going to be against bots and stuff, but this is really it. I recommend you guys trying it out. I just try to showcase it. You guys try to use it. It is insanely fun. You guys just got to get used to using the crossbow. It is really slow and stuff, so that is a little bit of getting used to. That's really it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I love this class. It is the most fun thing to use, and you get so many people to get mad at you. I mean, you can get some really funny highlights of death chats or anything like that, or after a game chats, which, you know, everyone talks trash in there, so yeah, that will be a really fun time. So that's really it. It's a really fun class to use, and I hope you guys try it. You have some fun with it. If you guys got friends on there, get them in. If you guys can get 4 people, if you can have that, you practically have the whole map in gas. Because if you have 2 people, you can probably cover up the whole spawn, hit several people down the lanes and stuff, and it covers up. It practically makes the whole enemy team useless. But if you can get 4 people, you can cover up the whole dang map in gas. So you would have a bunch of stuff going on. And there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.